Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and today we have the opportunity to review a lot of reels that have come in while I was away. I took a week of vacation, and when I came back, well, there was a bunch of boxes, and this will probably have to be split into two sections in order to, well, to keep the timing right and to show all of the ones that will be candidates for videos on how to do the service of these reels, and well, how to keep them running and giving them a second chance. Well, if you like the art of reel repair, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, you'll learn all about every type of fishing reel. The conventionals, the spinning reels, the bait casting reels, the vintage as well as the latest reels, how to take them apart, how to service them, and how to keep them fishing for a long time to come. So to those of you that subscribe, thank you. And to those of you considering it, please, it's appreciated, and well, it's set up to show you how to do it yourself. Let's take a look at the first one. The first one has actually been dropped off. That's why it's in a box here. I have two Shimanos. They're the bait runners. One of them is more of a parts reel. And well, this one doesn't have a bail assembly that's working properly. Doesn't trip. And I've got a bail assembly here that trips, but this one, interestingly enough, has a different main gear. This one has a main gear that is threaded. This one has a main gear with a through post. So I think the easiest thing we're going to do here is we're going to take the rotor from this one, put it onto this one, and make a reel. Now, it's not the prettiest one. Obviously, we've got a lot of corrosion on a aluminum adjuster. We're going to see if we can't clean that adjuster up. This is one where if you turn it, it will collapse the handle. No big deal if you lose the ability to collapse the handle. These are beautiful reels. We want to make sure that we keep them running, and maybe we'll do a video on that rotor swap to show you how to use a donor reel to keep other reels fishing. Okay, let's get into some of the ones that have arrived by mail. This one comes from James. He's in Texas. And let's see what James has sent. Okay, well, I think James had talked to me before. I believe I have, yep. I have a reel in a bag project here involving an older Ambassador. This is the Ambassador 5000, I believe. Yeah, this is an early Ambassador 5000. It's in pieces and parts, and it says that there's no tension on the reel with the drive gear. We can see if that's the way that it was reassembled, that, well, something is wrong in the reassembly because the star adjuster is not all the way down on this one, and you're not going to get tension on your spool if that's the case. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll certainly take that apart. You can see internally it certainly looks like it's rusted, or perhaps just a bunch of old dried grease. That might just be old dried grease there. Yeah, that's just old dried grease. And we'll take care of that one, and again, time permitting, we'll try and do a video on that. Oh, he sent me another one of these. This is a striper jag. I've seen the striper in the 7000. I'm not sure what makes this one different, but we're going to learn. But this is also an Ambassador. And we have another one of the 5000s, the older ones. And this one, well, looks like it's in good condition. We have an extra handle in here. Not sure if he wants to have me install that handle. So we got three Ambassadors. One of them is a reel in a bag project. One of them is a striper model that I haven't seen before. Maybe we'll make that one look interesting. And well, we'll do our best to get all three of those back out there fishing again. Next up then is a rod that comes from North Carolina. All right, so we've been in Texas, and here we are in North Carolina. We have two big reels. What is this? This is an interesting one. I haven't seen this one before. Chris will probably be interested in it. This is the Daiwa GS, which usually means Gold Series, but it's not the Gold, 7050. This is a very large rear drag fishing reel. And it's interesting because, well, they just generally don't make these reels in the rear drag in the 60 or 70 size. This is the 70 size because, well, drags are limited here. Max drag is limited. And when you're going for bigger fish, which is usually what you're using a 70 size reel on, those drags generally don't give you enough max drag to really support what you're fishing for. Well, that one's interesting, and then we got a half a reel here with some pieces and parts. So we have a reel in a bag project here. We have another one of these large rear drag fishing reels. This is the AS. So this is the Apollo series. That's the A. And well, as long as the anti-reverse is working, I guess we can be okay with this, putting this back together again. So, well, we're going to have a couple of weeks of, a couple of reel and bag projects this week. And if you enjoy them, well, I always tell people, don't be afraid to try. So I don't mind being the backstop. I don't mind being the, well, I tried and I just couldn't get it right kind of solution. I give you credit for trying. That's what this channel is about, teaching you how to do it yourself. And sometimes, well, if you run into a little bit of trouble, it can help you out. All right, this one comes from New York. So Texas, North Carolina, and now New York. We have a pair of reels here. I think I had this conversation the other day. These are beautiful reels. These are Penn 10 Senators. I think they're just in to get tuned up. Beautiful reels all around. The 10 Senator was very similar to the Penn 60. This one's struggling. It's not working. We'll get that on there too. Yeah, this one's very tight. We'll find out what's going on with that. It could be that the Senator reel here is just been sitting too long and the grease has dried a lot. This has been cleaned. You can see that it's cleaned, but this has not been removed, so there is a film around that little nut that's holding on the drag. Also, you have an aluminum spool here, so well, it makes it interesting. We're going to see what we can do with this one. There's a pair of them in here. I think when I saw the note, it said that they just weren't working right. Can I get them tuned up? And we certainly will do that and make those reels fishing again. Nice thing about that is they share a lot of parts, and usually if parts are needed, we can get those parts. We'll be sure to do that. Okay, this one comes from Massachusetts. Well, I haven't got the West Coast yet, but that's okay. Kind of funny how they run in cycles. Well, if you like these kinds of videos, I want to ask you to hit that notification button. That notification button will tell you when I'm posting. And well, if there's one in here that you want to see in particular, then well, that one you'll be notified about when it comes up, and you can look at it, or you can watch them all. That's a good way to do it too. Also, if you have any questions on these reels, or any reel in particular, just leave it in the comment section. I'll try to answer it for you. Well, this is a Warrior. This is the Penn 704Z. The 704Z is a very big saltwater fishing reel. This one has been laying around a while. It's pretty obvious to that. We've got a lot of dust in here that if it was gone fishing, all that dust would have come off over time. But otherwise, well, seems to be doing okay. So we'll tune that one up and we'll get that one back fishing up in the Cape or wherever in Massachusetts they may be using that. Well, we got one more in this series. This one's coming from Florida. All right, so we've stayed kind of towards the East Coast and Central. And I always find it kind of interesting that I get reels from Florida. You would think that there'd be a hot spot of a lot of people servicing fishing reels down there, but, well, not necessarily always. And sometimes, well, they're just the older reels that don't get the, don't have the people that have the expertise to do it. These are looks like a pair here of Penn spin fishers. So let's see what we have. So I always find this interesting. I just got, as I mentioned, I got a lot of reels. I'm going to be splitting this into 2 segments. Well, one of them had a reel shipped in. This is only one reel. There you go. It's a very big reel. It's a Penn Spin Fisher 8500. It's in the Series 5, the Spin Fisher 5. It's an 8500. Oh my gosh, it is stuck. Look at that. Well, this one's going to make a project. Well, it's not stuck. It's tied off. Let's try that. There you go. That's better. All right. A little bit sluggish in performance, but other than that, it should be good. I think this is the one that has the manual bail. Yeah, this has a manual bail, so don't expect this bail to trip. It's not intended to. And, well, all right. Well, those look like a bunch of good projects. Heavy on some reel in the bags. Heavy on some spin fishers. We'll see what we can do to correct all the issues there, tune them up, keep them fishing for the next season. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the preview of these. Again, please subscribe if you like these types of videos and hit that notification button just to make sure that you are aware when those videos get posted. To our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for all it is that you do to keep us safe. I really do appreciate your efforts. To everyone, this is the time of the year that you want to make sure that the reels are ready to go. The fish are breaking. It's that time. Make sure that your tackle is ready to take them on. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.